Hi. I've seen you. I've seen you in the comments. I've seen you in chat. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I think it's time for us to have a heart-to-heart. We need to talk. But first, I am Pimpila, or Pimpila V. I am one of the virtual technical directors at Women's Theater Festival and one of the production managers of this year's WT Fringe Festival. So you should check out all of our upcoming content. And by doing that, you should definitely subscribe, click the bell, and click a like button if you like this video. And then we can get started. Chat etiquette. Ugh, I know, no one wants to talk and listen to me talk about like the rules of what you can and can't do in chat, but honestly, there are some unimplied rules that I have seen, and I've seen some missteps, which isn't cool. These are things that I think are important for your average Joe, as well as theater makers, to be aware of and foster a safer and more welcoming community. Okay, so let's start with the big ones. No hateful comments or bullying. So I don't usually see this with virtual theater, but it can happen on an open platform such as Twitch. You'll get randos in the chat who aren't part of the community that honestly are only there to create conflict. Luckily, virtual theater tends to do things on a private link system, so we protect ourselves in that way, but I encourage you all to be aware of it and to make sure it doesn't continue if you do see it. Number 2 is no spam. Okay. Again, I don't see this very often, but you will see it in the forms of somebody commenting the exact same thing repeatedly, posting a link to something that's completely unrelated, or literal spam links. This can happen both on private links and on open links because they're bots and they like randomize IPs, and suddenly there's computer follower getter 21 in chat being like, wanna grow your channel, and we know how that goes. So I encourage you all to, again, be on the watch for this and see their way out when you can. Last one is no self-promo. I feel very passionate about this for a number of reasons. I think as we are navigating chat and when to say one thing versus another, this line is very easily blurred. But I feel that self-promo or promoting work that isn't actively being done is disrespectful, not only to the community, but to the work that is being presented. I definitely encourage folks to share what other work is being done, but find the right time and place for it. In that same regard, there are always exceptions. Okay, so let's talk about how these types of rules can also apply to virtual theater. I like to reframe this as limiting side conversations and shop talk. These types of things can be alienating to other viewers as well as distracting. So one of the perks about chat is that you're interacting in real time, right? We learned this earlier. One of the things I love about in-person theater is having that audience vibe and emotional feel throughout the theater. So if you are having a side conversation in chat, like your friend from across the country is in chat and you're trying to catch up, it's distracting to the other viewers. It's also something that applies to shop talk. So Mary Sue, casual actor of the young age of 19, doesn't want to see the, experienced director Karen and producer Billy talking about how this staged reading or Zoom reading needs to be fully staged one day, and talking about like the ins and outs of how they're going to make that happen. This young theater viewer is just trying to enjoy this work, and it's alienating and distracting, and it actually discourages other people to talk in chat. I've literally known people who have seen this in a chat and they have either left the video or turned off chat completely, which are two things we don't want to happen. Does that mean you can't have these conversations? No, just pick and choose when you want to have them. My personal opinion is they can happen before the show, if there's an intermission, or after the show. Usually the live streams are up for a little bit on either end, so use that time to like forge those connections and friendships and like make those plans. Or that's the time to drop a email or something so you can continue this conversation after the production. That way you are giving your energy to the production itself and all the hard work that's being done, rather than talking about a hypothetical future and distracting other viewers. This is also something for like engagement purposes. If you're just seeing the same two people talk about something kind of internally, you're limiting outside response, because like I'm not going to be inclined to butt into that kind of a conversation, but then I also feel discouraged to do my gut reactions that I would do in a typical viewing experience. So this also goes into my next idea that I would like to encourage y'all to avoid, is talking about things that are unrelated to what's being presented. So this means why you showed up late, what your cat's doing, I don't know, if you've been having a really hard day and you really needed to see the show, and going into all the details on that. Like, I think you can definitely say, holy moly, this show is powerful, I needed this. But you don't have to spend, 2 minutes writing a mini novel going into why you needed it. Maybe afterwards. Maybe reach out to the production company afterwards and be like, I was having a really bad day. Thank you for putting this work on, because it cheered me up and it impacted me in a very powerful way. Being smart in how we communicate to each other, and how we communicate in a public forum like chat, I think is very important, and it fosters that safe and welcoming community. So again, pre-show, post-show, intermission, wonderful times when the actors are not actively working, when the tech is not actively working, to have some side conversation, catch up, and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe so-and-so's in the chat. Oh my gosh, this is a really cool concept director who's in the chat with us. Let's dive into some things a little bit more. So finally, mods. Mods are basically our security guards in chat. They form a lovely group of people, like house managers do, in keeping the theater a safe place for the performers, for the viewers, for everyone and their brother. They can promote other content and help facilitate those conversations. What I mean by promoting other content is, like, if we are doing a full weekend of shows, the mods are going to be the people that are saying, hey, get your ticket to the rest of the shows. You can get a whole festival pass. Hey, we've got merch. Hey, sign up for our newsletter. Those are the folks, and they usually have some sort of an icon by their name. YouTube, I believe, has a wrench. Twitch has a little sword. Look for these folks in chat, because they're the people, if you have questions about anything that's going on, they're more than likely either going to A, have the answer, or B, be able to point you to the right person. Same with, like, if you want to reach out to the production team and, like, really share how the work impacted them, they'll be able to point you in the right directions. I fully advocate mods being strict and timing people out or banning people for things that they shouldn't be doing, like talking in an unintentionally alienating way, fostering like the company's goals and production's goals with chat. So I think you get the point. Watch what you say and how you say it. Mods are here to help. They are our guardians in creating a safe and welcoming environment for everyone. So just be smart, friends. If you wouldn't do it in person, don't do it online. And I sincerely hope that you've learned a thing or two, and I look forward to seeing you all in chat. Remember to click subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button if you have ever not known what to say in chat. And leave a comment of the funniest thing you've ever seen in chat. I hope to see you all again soon. I've been Pimpila. Bye.